Oh, oh, finally ATP. I'm up. Yo, yo, yo. Nope, I'm out. Anyway. Are they following me? I don't think so. Yeah, I have health at 3. Alright. Yeah, I'll just RTP away. W drop. I'm gonna go back to watching, I guess.
I'm gonna grab my fries right here and start layering it in. You know, Uncle Roger doesn't like to put peas and carrots and corn in his fried rice, but the rest looks pretty good. It's actually pretty flavorful. Time for some pasta. I really don't have much left here. I'm gonna go straight with that pasta. Use my pan over here, which is now pretty much not on heat, and go right in with that carbonara mix that I made, pasta water that I reserved. I'm gonna add it slowly in and whisk until I get that exact creamy consistency that I'm looking for. 30 seconds left. Get it on the plate. I'm just chopping up my chives here, and I'll throw them on top. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up. You're done. I really wish I had a few more seconds there, but happy to have got that all done. Not bad yourself. Me? Well, the dishes look fantastic. So it's time to bring in our next judge. Good to see you guys again. How we doing? Welcome, bro. Love you. This too? Oh, I'm a turn. Cam, you are responsible for deciding who gets to cook against me. All right, let's start. Our first dish is the king crab carbonara. Right off the bat, it looks fantastic. Pepper, fried salad. Honestly, really good. The sauce is not funny at all. There's no cooked egg in it. It's all smooth. It's all very tasty. The next dish is the king crab fried rice. I really like the planning. I love how this is king crab. Good fried. Also very good. Quite flavorful. The only thing I'd say is that it's add on the salty side, but overall, it's a really strong dish. It's not hard, but let's go! Well, say goodbye to your competitor. Packaging. See you, Will. Bye, Willie. And then there were two. See, if you beat me in this challenge right now, I will follow you around for 24 full hours and be your private chef. Are you prepared for that? We'll better. The dessert round will be a 10-minute challenge. I have no idea what's in these baskets. Ready? Yep. Open your basket. For the dessert round, the basket is between almonds, gummy worms, rice krispies. I hope you're thinking about what you're going to make, but I'm going to hit you with one last twist. If you so choose, I will allow you to bring back both of the brothers to help you with this final dessert round. Or you can do it by yourself. No. Well, this isn't over. The boys are back. Woo! Give me over, chef. And with that, your 10 minutes starts now. Will, I need you to open the Rice Krispie treats. Get those moving. Cam, I need you to preheat the oven 350. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn these into the base of a nice cheesecake. And then we're going to turn this into a nice fruity sauce at the top. Come on, get it together. Cam, I need you to find cream cheese, a blender, and sugar. Yes, Cam. Will, I need you to get a saucepan on both with water and gum. Go. Yes, Chef. I'm going to take care of browning all these up and making it into a nice buttery base to the bottom of our cheese. I've never seen them come together as such a team like this, and I feel like I shouldn't have offered this to me. I don't want to be a crap chef for a day. It's going to make me do so much stuff. You're damn right I am. Remember that time you did that? I'm going to be doing an elevated take on dirt and worms. It was one of my favorite dishes growing up as a kid, and the second I saw the Oreos inside that mystery box, I knew what I was going to make. This is my dust for the top of the dirt and worms. Crush up some Oreos. One component of my dish is already done. I'm going to love it. I'm making a chocolate cup, and this will be what goes inside. In addition to the scraping cake inside, I've got the gummy worms in. I'm not sure they're going to turn into a jelly like you want, but I'll get the heat going. Give it your best shot. Oil faster. Now that my chocolate is perfectly melted, I'm going to take a plastic cup and begin to pour that chocolate, spinning it around as I go. I'm basically using this cup as a bowl to make it plate. I'll dump off that excess and into the drink. That'll stand there until it's perfect. 5 minutes left, guys. Just 5 minutes left. We're mixing in our ingredients that are going to make up the base. I'm trying to get this to a really nice consistency. I'm going to use these Rice Krispies sparingly because, to be honest, they're a bit tricky. It may not look like it's come together yet, but I can assure you this is going to be delicious. I think my cup is all set. Now the hardest part, I'm actually taking it off the cup. We'll be careful with this. This looks better than I could have ever thought, but I thought I'd keep this nice and cut the side. Watch how simply and clean this nice cut the side. Perhaps one of the most satisfying things. Take a note also of the closeness in my species versus this. It looks like a bunch of mad scientists with a science experiment gone wrong. So you chopped some almonds and opened an Oreo, and I made a cup. You're doing great, Chef. Less chirping, more focus on ourselves. Because there are several layers to the earth, there are going to be several layers to my dessert. First, I'll roll with some of the Cool Whip. I'll roll with my first layer of Oreos, as well as some of those almonds. Then again with another layer of Cool Whip. And once I've done that, another layer of Oreo, and a few more crumbled almonds. The final touch of the Cool Whip. To finish, I want to brush up the side of the cocoa pattern. I want this to look like a little hand that would have a place. Then I'll finish it with a real basil, which I'll put one piece out, stick it into my plan, and I'll finish with a tiny dusting of Oreos and a few more of the salt. Time behind the declare that in. For the moment of truth, we're going to go down and actually place it in the ramekin in the middle of our plate. For the final layer, we're going to go on top of the thin spread of ready whip. Now, Will's made a really nice sauce. Dot it around. Every person is doing a dish. A little bite, gummy bear flavor. 5, 4, 3. Are you happy with your decision to call the Brothers Factory? Yes, I am. You know what? Now, Benny, get in here! The first dish I have right here is a no-bake root. It looks like a whipped royal crumble in lime zest. The first sauce scattered around. That's not at all what I thought it would be, but it's pretty good. Let's try this plant. This dish is a dirt. All fantastic desserts, but I think I have my today's winner is. Let's go! I know, but that's terrible. Back. This first bite of the next playing around. For level
Alright, alright. We got a TPA here. It's probably gonna be a trap. That's right. Yep. I'm out. Yo, don't kill me, don't kill me. What is everyone trying to trap me today? Nice. Chyba polubiłeś tego frajera.
Ciężka atmosfera w pracy. No raczej.
Mamy piekarnię. Mamy ten.
Cześć.
Mamy frajera, mamy jeszcze chorobkę, że trzeba napić. Taki mały piekarnik po prostu. Wiesz, taki po prostu próbuję. Oh, oh freak, I haven't noticed. No, I'm not wagering. Look, virtually, look at my inventory. I don't have anything. Yeah, accept it. Oh. Yo, I don't have anything, bro. I don't have anything. Yep.
Careful here. And just like that. Nice and easy.
Here, you ready for this sound?
Yeah, let's see it. Pretty good. When you sear, you just want to make sure it's fully flat to get the best sear possible on the bottom of the steak. So I'm just applying some light pressure with the spatula here. I'm going for the flip, Nick. Check this out. And there it is.
Oh my gosh, no way you just did that. All right, I'm gonna go for my flip now. Mine doesn't look as good as yours.
All right, Nick, I'm going to go in for the butter. 3, 2, 1, and
What?
touchdown.
You're actually butter basting now.
Yep.
How do you even know what that is?
I was watching a lot of Food Network last week.
Mine's actually done. I'm gonna go ahead and start resting it.
Bro. I do not have anything.
I'm not allowed to use knives, so could you help me? I just need those potatoes behind me over there. Just chop those up real quick, and I'm just gonna make a quick side dish. Hey, could you just grab me a plate over there?
You're gonna keep bossing me around.
And put it right there. Just rest that for like 5-ish minutes. That'd be pretty good. Bring those potatoes over right out here.
Okay.
And I'll just grab them. All right, I'm just gonna add a couple into the pan here. Can I have this burger now, please?
Listen, this is it. I'm not helping you anymore. I need to make my chimichurri. Now I'm gonna go in with a bit of olive oil, then a nice splash of white wine vinegar, then some garlic, fresh parsley.
Whoa.
Just a touch of paprika, a few red pepper flakes, a bit of garlic powder, a touch of salt, a good amount of fresh cracked pepper, and last but not least, my secret ingredients,
I'm listening.
a few pistachios. You see what you're up against right now?
Yeah, that's advanced stuff.
Here we go. You want to taste?
That's real funny, Nick. Let's just cut the steaks.
Congratulations, Neo. We finished cooking both of our steaks. The question now is, whose do we cut into first?
I think we gotta definitely go with yours.
The pressure is on for both of us.
That's right.
I'm gonna cut right in the middle. I'm gonna give you a sneak peek first. What do you think?
Not too shabby.
You can be honest with me. Are you nervous?
I'm a little nervous. It is my first time cooking steak.
Moment of truth, okay? 3, 2, 1. Look at that. As much as I hate to admit it, it looks like Neo also got a perfect medium rare. Before you all vote in the comments below who won this challenge, I won the first level, then the robots won round 2 with that amazing spaghetti puttanesca. So it all comes down to this, level 3. Neo, why don't you explain your dish first?
So I prepared for you a filet mignon, perfect medium rare. And as you can see, we have these beautiful potatoes as well as some perfectly seared
Hi, today we are going to Italy. Well, my wife told me not to film and enjoy the environment and the trip, but I'm going to sneak in my multimeter anyway. I mean, imagine all the new outlets and breaker panels and everything. I can't just... We booked the flight for my daughter under the wrong last name, so we can't board the flight. End of the trip. Yay! Well, we managed to cancel our old flight, lost a bit of money there. Then we booked new flight for tomorrow at double the price. So this video is sponsored by Brilliant. Please sign up from the link below and start learning from the magnificent interactive courses. Hi, today is the next day and we are going
What the frick? Intercepted blocks breaking.
I like the style of our hotel. Especially since the fuse panel is right at the entrance. I have to see what we're dealing with here. Okay, let's see what we have in terms of outlets here. So 3 holes, and it seems like they double drilled the top and bottom holes so that 2 different standards fit in the same plug. Let's see the voltage here. 222. I thought it would be closer to 230. And the frequency, 50 Hertz. That's some accurate 50 Hertz. And I assume the center one is earth. Let's see. Okay, the bottom one seems to be the live wire. Yep, top one is neutral and the center is ground. And this is what I brought for my adapter. And I came prepared with an extension cord that I can plug in multiple things at the same time. I don't see any GFCI or ground fault protection around here. Again, ground fault protection triggers if current, instead of flowing from live to neutral, flows anywhere else, say to ground, through your body, disconnects electricity and saves your ass. Not sure if these breakers have ground fault protection. Something to test. This ancient door has buzzer on it, and it's on the door too. How did they wire this thing? Okay, let's see what's going on in here. Okay. Ew, so much dust. These green wires should be all the earth connections, and the black and blue must be the live. One of them is neutral, I assume. Interesting wire connectors though. All the wires go in here, and there's a screw on the side that tightens all of them together. And we have them on live and everything. Let's see if I've learned anything from my Hawaiian incident. So, like I said, because I'll need to measure the voltage single-handedly, holding the camera with the other hand. Yep, 220 volts or something. Let's see if the black is in fact neutral. Yes, black is neutral. So just 2 basic breakers, and interestingly they disconnect both live and neutral. And I don't see any ground fault protection. Maybe it's somewhere else. Definitely I don't see any trace of ground fault protection in the washroom, but I can't say for sure until I test. I have a potentiometer here and I tune it to
around 7.5 kilo ohms
for around 30 milliamps of current, and hopefully that will trigger any ground fault protection they might have, if there is any. Okay, let's plug in the potentiometer between Earth and live. Wish me luck. Why can't I plug in? Why is that? What's going on? Seems like they have doors in there. No door on ground, but it seems like you can't plug in something just into neutral or live alone. You have to connect them both at the same time. Which is annoying. I'm just trying to connect between Earth and live. Fine, I'll plug in my probes into live and neutral first to open these tiny doors. Damn it! Where am I? I shouldn't have left the loose wires hanging down there. Pop the fuse. Hey, where are the lights not back? What happened? Damn it, I think I popped the external breaker. I have to call the hotel. Well, let's screw it back on in case they want to check something. I don't want them to figure out about my behavior. Moral of the story, don't do experiments in the middle of the night because there's no one to help you till the next morning. But on the bright side, I was able to see where the fuses for each room are, so if I should trip them again, I can fix it myself. Well, let's see what the actual Italian plug looks like. Ooh, nice. So the ground is in the middle and live and neutral on the sides. And you can plug it either way. Still better than the North American plugs because see, it has like a centimeter of plastic here, which means when you enter this here, and you can still touch the plug, there is no chance you get shocked. And it has to go further in before it connects to the live and neutral. In the North American one, if you plug it halfway in, you can still accidentally touch the live wire. But this one you can't. So it is good, but still not as good as the United Kingdom plugs. As we know, they have a fuse in every plug. Much protection. What is that? Some sort of forbidden fruit? Okay, trying again. So first I plug my probes in to check the voltage and see. Tonight I have closer to 230 volts AC. Change my meter to current measurement setting to see how much current I'm sending from live to ground. Use the long shaft of my old potentiometer to connect to earth. Connect my potentiometer to the other end of the meter. And now we connect the other side of the potentiometer to earth to see if there is any ground fault protection. Oh, there you go. It popped. Damn it, now I need to find my way. Okay. Let's try and find my breaker. It was here. There it is. So, whatever it is, it does have a ground fault protection. Well, this is great. As it is tradition with the European standard, it seems like the whole apartment is protected by ground fault protection. Unlike the North American standards that if you have ground fault protection, it is in the washroom. Now, it did trip at 30 milliamps.
I mean, this is probably gonna be a chapter. There's nothing left to like. Oh, it's not a trap. I need base for a new base and broke. Please, I got hacked. Let me home circle. Sorry, no base. Maybe. I can. Yeah. Okay. Wait, what? I can give you this.
It's true, but is it possible that the tripping current is different? Let's change the potentiometer. Okay, now I set my potentiometer to maximum 100K for the minimum current. I connect it up. Now I change the potentiometer. Just have to make sure I don't touch any live connections. 5 milliamps, 10 milliamps, 20, 25. Oh! Yes, I think it is 30 milliamps. Okay, so I just have to reset the breaker. Good thing I found where it is. Oh, there you go. I guess I could turn off the entire hotel. No, let's go. Well, I'm happy to confirm that this hotel has the proper electrical safety set up. Now we go to the next city. So we are in a new hotel, and this one seems to have a proper GFCI outlet with set and reset switches we can test. Oh, what the? This was a radio? So I guess I can take any one of these plugs and see if the ground fault protection works. And if somebody can tell me what in the world will plug into this outlet, it would be great. It seems like having outlet doors is a random thing. This one doesn't have it. These ones have it, but this one doesn't support two different plugs. So again, I've set my potentiometer to around 30 milliamps, and let's see if it protects. Oh, there you go, it's gone. Okay, now we go find the main breaker and reset it. Where is it? Oh no, oh no. Where is it? Oh no. It is nowhere to be found, which is how it should be, but I'll have to face the reception again and tell them that I popped their breaker. Very nice hotel room here, except I again can't find the breaker box. This is just our hotel. Too bad they are stuck with me. What is in that room? I hope it's a breaker box. Hey, I found them. Well, I hope they leave it unlocked. Oh, we have closer to 230 here. Let's check its ground fault protection. Engaging my potentiometer to earth. What? Hello? Hey, this hotel is different. See, the lights are still on, but the voltage is gone, so the outlets are on a separate ground fault protection. The good thing is that I know where the breakers are, and I can reset it. Right here. Oh, it's none of these breakers. Damn it. I don't know where the breakers are. I can't face them anymore. Run! Run!
We are in Paris Centrale, trying to get a train to go to Rome. It's been delayed. These trains run on this high voltage line. I wish I could tell their voltage by just looking at them. Maybe I can throw a probe at them. Or maybe I could just search online.
They set the city on fire before I get the chance to do it myself. We are now in our Roman hotel, and I'm happy to say that the breaker box is available to public. And it seems like the main breaker with the ground fault protection is right here. Let's try. Ha! There it is. And it's not back on. Oh, I have to press the switch. There you go. Nice. So I assume if I check the outlets now, I can just reset it here. And I won't have to face the reception anymore. So now we shouldn't have any problem tripping the ground fault protection. So now we shouldn't have any problem tripping the ground fault protection. Hello? Yeah. No, we are all okay. Yeah. No, it was not. Yeah, we are good. Thanks. Damn it! I tripped the main breaker again. So basically, I tripped 3 breakers, 1, 2, and 1 right above reception's head in these boxes. Good thing I have more potentiometers. I accidentally put it between live and neutral. I have to put it between live and ground, of course. So here we go again. There we go. It popped. And this time I get to reset the breaker myself. Oh, the ground fault protection breaker does say here that it trips at 0.03 amps. Well, I was able to test all the ground fault protection and breakers in every hotel I went in, and all of them are up to date and functional. Unlike the one hotel I went into Hawaii, and I had like multiple failures. And the ground fault protection in Europe protects the entire unit, unlike the North American one that only protects the washroom, if there is any installed. But again, in Europe, it trips at 30 milliamps compared to 5 milliamps of North America, so you'll get a much more massive shock here. But there is no more taking the extension cord or a toaster in the bathroom electrocution, or tucking on your phone while it's charging because of a faulty wall adapter electrocution, or accidentally touching outlet everywhere. My only concern is that on most of the outlets there is no keying mechanism to make sure you're plugging the live and neutral direction correctly, which might be important in some applications. In important applications where grounding the body of the device is important for safety, you have these plugs and these outlets that make sure the ground is definitely connected to the plug. But there is no stopping you from plugging this type of plug into this type of outlet, and then you won't have any ground connection, which could be hazardous, which is the case in my hotel room. So there's a bit of mismatched double standard around here that may end up shocking you. But then there is ground fault protection on all the outlets that will save you eventually. So Hi, we are traveling after 3 years. My God, we are going to Hawaii. I need to pack. Let's see. Why is there so much cloth in here? I need my multimeter, some wires. Yeah, damn it, I don't think my oscilloscope fits. It's okay, because my sponsor Keysight is holding a massive innovation challenge contest for graduate and undergraduate students around the world, with huge awards of $20,000, $25,000, and $30,000, with an additional $10,000 worth of tools. I'll tell you the details when I return from Hawaii, at the end of the video. Oh, by the way, we are going to Maui. Let's go! Beautiful Hawaii. And the beautiful Hawaiian outlets. I shall check you out. Hey, this is actually not bad for a budget Hawaiian hotel. Nice. And in Hawaii, you don't even need to lift an arm to turn the lights on and off. What is this code? Made for people below 1 meters? All of them are super low. I also noticed they installed their door handles as low as their switches. Why is everything so low? Might be specific to this location though. I have to check other places. Oh yeah, this one is proper height. These outlets have no grip whatsoever. Must be pretty old. The entire springiness is gone. They do have a GFCI in the kitchen and some older version in the bathroom. I should test them all. It is mid-March and it's super warm. Hawaiian warmth? Who would have thought? Sand. The source of all silicon crystals and semiconductors and diodes and transistors and everything. Let me teach you how it's done. And it seems the architect didn't care about putting a door or a vent for the shower here. So what happens to all the humidity? Maybe they put a vent behind this thing, huh? Damn it. Anyway, nothing. Well, at least I found this. And what in the ancient world is that? I assume it's a smoke detector. It says test weekly. Okay. Test 1. Nothing. Test 2. Nothing? Isn't it supposed to alarm or something? Okay. Let's check its part number. It says refer to owner's manual number this, dated June 1984. Don't these things expire? Oh, it says test unit monthly by turning knob to the test position and leaving until alarm sounds. Okay, let's try again. Oh, just plug that back in. Okay, test 1. Wait for the alarm to go off. How long does it take? Hello? Nothing. Let's go to test 2. Wait for it. Wait for it. Ha! I say, it's not working. I do suggest you check your smoke detectors regularly. You know, you don't want to accidentally suffocate. If I'm going to mess with the outlets, I better find out where the fuse panel is. Maybe it's not inside. Let me check the perimeter of this house thingy. Oh my god. Electrical room. I should be able to pick this lock. I watched enough lockpicking lawyer. I just don't have the tools. I need to get in there somehow. It's nothing a screwdriver and a credit card can't fix. I can't see shit. Maybe a knife and a credit card. I think I have to use 2 knives. It's not gonna work. That room probably contains the breaker to the entire society anyways. It must be somewhere inside. It's here. Ooh. It's just a cabinet. It is stuck. Oh. Oh. Oh, Canada, my home and native land. And there we have the fuse panel. So I guess I can work here safely, knowing that if something happens, a breaker will pop. Unless the breakers are as good as that smoke detector. Let me see what's going on inside. Okay, So it looks like a typical North American fuse panel. So 220 volt phases are coming in, alternating between the breakers, and the question is, are they 180 degrees out of phase or 120? Let's measure. If I can measure the voltage here. Here you go, like I said. Just blackened my hand. Yeah, I can probably wash it off. But please don't try this at home if you don't know what you're doing. Well, it cleaned up this time, but we don't always get this lucky like the poor probe and emitter. So don't mess with high voltage electronics. And the fuse popped too, so I guess it works. Anyway, I think that's what these probe holders are for, so the probes don't get thrown around that easily. Yeah, 120 volts. And between the two phases we have 240 volts, so they're 180 degrees out of phase. So we're dealing with typical North American power, and the breakers seem to be working, so we should be safe. Let's close it back up. Like nothing ever happened. Okay, now that we are relatively safe, let's open this outlet. Okay, the grand reveal. Only problem is that, well, this is Hawaii, and I'm more afraid that some lizard or some creature may jump. Maybe a lizard wasn't too bad after all. First off, it's not a good idea to poke around the outlets with a conductive. And second, turn off the breaker. Well, I guess the breakers work. Well, I guess the wiring is done okay for the North American standard. My only problem again is that it barely holds the plug, which is bad in itself. The thing is that a good contact has low resistance and a bad contact has higher resistance and gets warmer. Let's give it a try. Let me turn on a 1200 watt iron from this outlet, which will draw 10 amp from it, and I'll check it with my...
Masz kolejny, trzeci talerzyk.
Do kolekcji.
Uważaj, bo jest ciepło jeszcze i krupiąco.
My
bo
thermal
to
camera.
ciepło.
Well, first
Okay.
off, it's not even making a contact. Damn it. There you go. Here's the iron, which is pretty warm. The wires are not too bad, but where it's plugged in, you see, because it's not making a good contact, it's pretty warm. So if large currents are drawn from such poor contacts, over time the outlets will melt and are a fire hazard, I guess. And that's a massive...
Hi, today I want to install a new power outlet.